Lamar Jackson has now played 4 games in the NFL, started 4 games in the NFL. And we talked earlier, I made a video talking about Lamar Jackson's first and second start. I want to now talk about his third and fourth starts in the NFL. He played the Falcons last week. He just played the Chiefs. And we've learned a lot more about Lamar Jackson in the last couple games. So his third start against the Falcons was actually his most disappointing game he's played in the NFL. Not great. The Ravens won 26-16, but Lamar Jackson looked really gun-shy. It was not pretty. He looked hesitant. He had guys open. In the NFL, the standard is if you beat a man by a step, you're open. And Lamar Jackson had guys open and simply didn't throw the ball. He looked hesitant, and he didn't pull the trigger. He also had 2 fumbles. He wasn't sliding. He took a lot of hits, and he missed a lot of throws with inaccuracy. It was hard to watch. Lamar Jackson's third start in the NFL was probably his worst, and it wasn't great. He had windows between linebackers where guys were open, and he wouldn't throw the ball. He'd just look at it and move away and then try to extend the play by running. Wasn't a good start for him. But here's why that happened. The Ravens called a lot more challenging and more advanced play calls. They called more complicated passing concepts down the field. I think the Ravens' thought process was, we are going to challenge Lamar Jackson with our play calling in this game. So Lamar struggled, but I think it was a necessary step for him to struggle. He had to learn these lessons now. Now his fourth game, so game 3 against the Falcons, really ugly, his most disappointing start. Game 4, he clearly watched all of film from game 3 and learned. He made progression. That was encouraging to me. Here's what we saw in game 4. Against the Chiefs, right off the bat, Lamar Jackson had Michael Crabtree beat a man by 1 step on a comeback, a tight window, pulled the trigger, hit the pass. We saw Lamar Jackson in game 4 get faster at reading progressions, less hesitation. He actually had 2 touchdowns throwing. We saw progress. That's what you want to see from Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, week to week, has gotten better and better and better. Again, his third start was ugly and not great, but they won, and they called more complicated passing stuff. And week 2 of the complicated passing stuff, his fourth start, they kept it up with the complicated passing concepts, and he was finally able to adjust and pull the trigger on guys who were open. As a passer, Lamar Jackson is getting better and better every single week. He's still running too much. Here's the concern with Lamar Jackson. He takes way too many hits. He's getting nailed for like only 2 and 3 yard gains. It's not worth it. A 2-yard gain with Lamar Jackson and getting whacked is just not worth it for him. He's not a running back. And at the end of the game last week against the Chiefs, Lamar Jackson was knocked out of the last 2 plays of the game because he got hurt. And so I don't know. I'm excited to see how Lamar Jackson develops. He's getting better as a passer. But again, he's still taking way too many hits for me to be comfortable with him being my starting quarterback. So it's working. He's 3-1 as a starter. He's getting better at throwing the ball, but I think the Ravens need to tone it down with him running the football. They're calling too many quarterback-designed runs, and they got to tell the guy to get down and slide. He's getting hit far too much for me to be comfortable with. So that's my opinion on Lamar Jackson. I like him. Encouraging, getting hit too much. My name is Zach Schaumler. This is my podcast, Strong Opinion Sports, and I just want to say thank you so very much for tuning in. It means the world to me. If you don't already, you can subscribe to Strong Opinion Sports on iTunes, SoundCloud, and YouTube. And please help me grow by telling your friends about the show. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. I just want to say again, thank you so much. It means a lot. Hope you guys have a great day, and take care.